You know, I was sitting here waiting to go live. I forgot to change the dashboard. Oh, damn it. Well, gotta mainly tweet when we go live with TGSR tonight. That's fine. That's my bad. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I already did it for some stupid reason, but I didn't. Alright. Since I've already... Hello, Internet. It's time for some Clue. It's the Sunday Clue. Before we do TGSR tonight, talk more Ichigo Nigo original series. I didn't really realize it until I was doing the notes for it tonight, but there's a theme of mind-controlled people in this week's batch of episodes for the show. God damn it. I'm extremely tempted that we do Ace of Generations Forever next week. Like, will it be interesting? No. Will it be bad? Yes. Will we rip the fucking movie apart? Probably. That's actually, yes, there's no probably about it. So yeah, that's next. That's probably gonna... Anywho, before we get rolling into that... God damn it. Say hi to yourself, chat. Give me a second. Why is this window over here? Go over here. I don't know why it's over here. What? Why? Why are you still over there? OBS, what's happening to you? Okay. Time for the soda block this week. So, you probably heard me say last night, we got another decade. And... oh dear. One, I don't care, and two, I don't think he looks that good. But in better news, we got the Tri-Chaser, and Gorham, and Amazing Mighty. I still don't know why RRR Streets has the joke of Amazing Mighty, just like accentuating the amazing for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what the joke is. I don't get it, is more or less the case. But yeah, another decade. It's just another decade. That's the short and long of it. Nothing super surprising here. Doesn't even really come in anything. He's just the figure. Got his little coattail things. But with this release, they are done not only with Geo material, but also with Another Riders in general. So no more Another Riders. And we still got the whole armor body box set up for another decade. God, his face just looks terrible to me because it's all sticker. Because they couldn't do the face in PVC and get the helmet and get the face right. So that face is all the ABS plastic, and that's all stickered. Like that's stickered. Those shoulders are stickered. Those parts of those chests are stickered. That belt's stickered. That belt also looks bad when it's stickered. Most of the legs are stickered because every single drop of that silver and the striping on it is fucking paint. There's probably, or not paint, stickers. There's stickers there. This does not look good. So yeah, another decade is our surprise figure because the next release, or the next showcase, will actually be probably sometime tonight. So, breaking news tonight at some point with Soto. I'll probably have to stop and link in the chat, the Discord chat, for Soto Pop. But yeah, another decade doesn't look good. But hey, no more Geo garbage, but... unfortunately, 01's going to bleed into Saber probably by a decent bit. Depending on what they decide to do survey-wise. Because again, I believe another decade was set to be another survey request, and it's one of those cases of, and I think Molina said it, it's just like, oh yeah, finding Jackal and Izu would be survey requests, but it seemed like the Geo stuff got prioritized in terms of service request instead of the 0-1 stuff outside of Mr. Assassin. So, what Jackal and Izu? I just want Izu in general. Like, fighting Jackal I can give or take, but like, I want Izu in general. But showing off with the Grongi, first we have Rising Mighty. Just a quick look at him before we get into Amazing Mighty. And it looks gorgeous. Not as matte black as I think the figure art is. Also, I just realized something. I might have to redo how I have them listed on my compendium. How do I have these listed on the compendium? I think I have these. Fuck, I do. They're in the wrong box order. Unless, are they? No, they're not. Okay. No. I had them in the right box order. Good. I thought I didn't for a second. I was just like, did I put these in the wrong box order? My compendium, like, so long ago? No, I didn't. Good. Yeah, looks great. All the same sort of stickering that you'd expect from the Kuga figures at this point, so more or less, mainly the belt, the dots on all of the anklets and the knee pads and stuff, back of the hands. Looks like, I think the back part of the chest piece is also stickered. Not the front part. Yeah, that's stickered. There. Otherwise, there's not much stickers on him. It looks great. Also, here's Rising Mighty from the Rising set that, it is still sold out at Bluefin. They've still sold through their pre-order allotment on that one, which is good. Let's see, what is out of stock at the moment? Because those fucking displays are still in stock. Every single one of them is still in stock. I think the only thing from the event that debuted with the event is out of stock is the Lumino statue, Chronicle set, and I think the figurized Genom. Nothing else was like came in with that. I think, well, no, figurized Geo probably. I think the rest of the figure art stuff was there to start with. Outside of Tasselot, but that was, again, pre-event. But anyway, hey, Rising Mighty, Rising Dragon. Looks really good outside of, yeah, the pole's stickered. Rising Pegasus looks super good. And finally, Rising Titan with the double sword. But to keep the Kuga Chronicle train going, the Tri-Chaser looks really good. Like, super good. All sorts of paint on this. Like, the Kuga emblem is paint. A lot of these other details are paint. Like, this thing is dripping with paint, which is really nice. And of course, you have Gorum coming with this. And he can, along with having a ton of paint, has a swappable claw to have your Pegasus hold on to do some shots from the shear. Do a couple shots from the series, but then also break up into its smaller components to form Beat Gorum, or no, Trigorum. This is the Trigorum formation. I'm really curious still how this transformation works compared to the DX toy, because I have the DX version of both the Tri-Chaser and Beat Chaser sets that come with, like, Fossil Gorum and Proper Gorum, and the Beat Chaser one actually comes with the Rising Gorum parts. Because, like, this here, in terms of, like, detailing how it splits up and, like, converts into the different parts, that's the same as the DX toy. Like, can I get this zoomed in just a bit? I'll zoom in here, and I will grab this real quick. Oop. Ah. That's super helpful, because it's also zoomed in. That works. Oop. Yeah, you see But let me get a different color. A little bit of a... Let me get a highlighted yellow. Work. A little bit nicer on this. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, if you see these hinges right here, those are the same ones that are on kind of the DX toy. So it just kind of like... I think it's like a double hinge, more or less. So it folds together to form the head, like it does here. But you would pull apart, and then it would fold down to go right to do this. It's a little hard to see since my cursor is invisible, more or less, on stream. But it folds down to form this. And the claws still look like very much posable as the DX toy. And then the back half, it looks like these are on the same kind of bar setups for the wings, to do the fold down, to do the coverings for the back wheel. And then again, these just fold up like they normally do on the DX toy. And they even have these little sliders right here to like slide the claws back to form more or less the extended exhaust. But I'm curious how this all plugs onto here. Because... as you can see on the here, we have these two ports. But those look like they're meant for this front fender right here. So that looks like a separate piece instead of being like on a slot, more or less, to slide out, like slide out and in. So that looks like it's for that, so that's not it. This is like the best way we can like, I can like dismantle this. There's a peg right... highlight this real quick. Wow. There's a peg right there. And that might be how it plugs into the back. But I don't see a hole for it to plug into on the bike. That's the problem. Granted, we don't get the best like top view look of the back. That's always like in this little... there's looks to be this little bit of shadow, either of a sticker or maybe paint of some kind, like right there, which doesn't help. It might be right there at the seat. It might plug in right there at the seat. Like right there. That might be where it plugs in for the back part. But the front part, I don't know. Because again, on the DX toy, this whole front axle setup, that actually notches forward to give the bike a lower profile for all the Quorum stuff. And it pops back to give it a little bit of a higher profile for just the bike. But I don't know if this is going to all slide forward, because it looks like... I think it does. If you compare like that first shot and this shot, this looks like it's actually at a bit more of an angle. Yeah, that's definitely more forward. Definitely tell from this shot. So that front part moves to some degree forward. And then how, like, this plugging in, I'm not sure. Because that front fender plugs into those ports. Where does all this plug into? I don't know if you would, like, take off the front part to some extent and, like, plug this on. I don't know, because you can see part of the front and part of the normal front end of the bike in the combined mode. But I'm not sure how they're doing it. Because, like, this is actually removable on the DX toy. But yeah, it's premium. It's, like, $62, which is, like... I think that's, like, $50, technically, at the moment. Oh, no, it's close to the 60. I like 58. Oh, tax. It's like 600 yen tax, okay. Also curious if the pincers will move, because they do move on the DX toy. I think they do. There's a little bit of slotting right there so that you can have them hang down or up. Otherwise, this looks really good. Like, I know we've skipped over, like, Deno and O's Chronicle to do Kuka Chronicles bike, but Kuka gets the priority since it is his 20th anniversary. And it's not quite O's 10th yet for them to do the Ride Vendor and stuff. And also, they don't have the birth set out yet. Also, the birth set's kind of not quite done yet, but neither is the Golden Rising set, so that is. As I mentioned on Twitter, but next week it's Ultimate and presumably Arc 1. I will say this: if Arc 1 is not shown like tonight or tomorrow, like whenever the Candy Toy, Bandai's Candy Toy site updates with the like full listing of August releases and the full layout for AI 10, I will be honestly shocked. Because it doesn't seem like that's not going to be the case. If it is not Arc 1, I'm just going to look at this and go, what do you mean, what? 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 Just, what? What do you mean we're not getting Arc 1 until Saber? What? What do you mean you're going to, like, give us one last something good? But yeah, the rest of the blog's just plugging AI 9, which... I'm gonna piecemeal together, like, most of this. I think I'm gonna skip out on all the Goon figures for 0-1 at the moment. Like, I'm not gonna get the Dodo Magia chick, the Trilobite Magia, and there was something else. But the two of them, I'm just gonna pick up the two Humagears, the Gen 4 and the Gen 1, because if we never get an Izu, the Gen 4 will be my substitute for Izu on my shelf. I'll just have it next to, like, 0102 doing Izu's pose. But the Gen 1, I will have being Wazzle with, like, the Shining Assault Hoppers. Doing like a investigating looking pose. Something fun like that. Also, take the survey. I already did the survey for 09. Just being like, give me this. Give me this stuff. Damn it. Especially since I found out last night that I'm stupid and can't read. Which shouldn't surprise me, because I honestly think I'm dyslexic. It happens so often and so frequently at times that I firmly believe that I am dyslexic to some degree. But yeah, we are going to get a 0-1 final set of some variety. Probably announced either next week or the week after, since we do have probably a couple weeks to, at the very least, Saber's debut, because I don't think they would start showing off Saber figures until the 5th, which gives us 3 weeks after this coming week of Soto blogs to not have anything at the lead. I think we would assume would be covered, because they've already showcased the Rising sets more for Kuga. Hang on, gotta go let my dog in. back. Yeah, as I was saying, we have like 3 weeks of presumably nothing else to talk about on the Soto blog, because I don't think they would do Saber early. Although I'm tempted to to go through all the blog posts and like have some sort of listing of here's this Soto blog, here's what was announced, or here's like generally what the blog did. Just as in like an extra piece on the compendium. So yeah. Have to wait and see. We shall do some clue. And we're 3-man. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed and a bit salty about another decade of all fucking things getting in the 0-1 line. After someone asked it in the Soda Pop Discord and I rechecked my compendium, fucking 5 different waves of 0-1, 2 of which were mainly Geo stuff, was dedicated to Geo stuff. 2 different waves we had mostly Geo figures. Which is ridiculous. And it's 7 different waves if you want to count build stuff. Since I think like 2 or 3 had Priest Perfect Kingdom, and then a wave or 2 later, or I think it was like 4, had Phantom Build, Metal Build. So 0-1, I don't know, it felt like 0-1 didn't get to do all the fun stuff it could do from the surveys. Instead, all of that had to go to Geo to round it out. And part of it probably doesn't help that I don't like Geo as a series. So seeing more Geo material in a line for a series I like is just a nah. Also, I think that timed out or something. Again. So yeah, I am disappointed and a bit salty. But maybe we're not... But I would say we're not lost on fighting Jackal and Izu. We do have a final set. Although, I don't know. Molas said something in the Soda Pop Discord about preferring the build final set to the X8 one. Because the build one was more or less Daisoto 2. Because we had a Daisoto set 1, more or less, for build, which gave us like an improved build, an improved cross. And the final set for build did an improved Grease and Rogue, along with a plethora of accessories. And I'm kind of fine with that, because, you know, we didn't get anything spectacular from, like, there's nothing really missing from build, in any reasonable way. That isn't just a ton of gombarizing, like, boy forms, more or less. Excuse me. But I do feel like with 0-1, since we are missing Jackal, we're missing, really, Horseshoe Crab, since it's the last goon suit we don't have from the series. That isn't some Monster of the Week. And we're very much missing Izu. I feel like 0-1 is not complete without an Izu. Like, an O's series from Soto would not be complete without an Ankh, and we had that in set 1 with an Ankh. Izu feels just as important as Ankh in that case. Like, it's not like a full-body Ankh or even a human Ankh, but I would still like an Izu of some degree on my shelf, even if it has to be Gen 4 Humagear form. Like I said, even if it has to be premium. Like, fucking put Fighting Jackal and Izu in there. or like something else. Like put in some spectacular, some like really cool things in 0-1 set, because like I don't see anything they could really do with Daisoto like improvement wise for 0-1. Because like the 0-1 body in of itself doesn't even have that many stickers. Like most of its stickers are just a little bit of yellow here, or a little bit of the yellow of the suit here and there, and a little bit of silver. Like I think most of the stickers are actually on the belt. For the silver straps, the center, like what Progrise key is in the belt, and then the arrow on the side. Like that's where most of the stickers are. The rest of them are just like bits and pieces here and there. So like more paint on there wouldn't do a whole lot. Wait, I'm gonna try to sneak in here and get my pillow, but I'm turned to see him come in. That's not happening. For the moment. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like, I didn't mind the X8 one. Since it gave me, like, Right Player Nico and MDS Chronos. I wanted both of those. Like, as long as it's stuff we want, I don't mind playing the premium price, because more budget would have gone into them to give them less stickers and more paint. And hey, we get a whole bunch of accessories, like, especially with, like, a shine system that I will not stop harping on getting a shine system of some degree. Like, give me a shine system on a sprue with just a plugin for the stand, so that I can give my Shining Assault Hopper, like, a more or less a wing setup with a Ring of the Crystals. Or hell, give me, like, another one and give me, like, one to put in on the Thouser. Put in front of Thouser on a stand, so he has a shield. Or even the same thing. Just for the fun of it. Also, if we do get an Izu, which I really hope we do, I still have a use for the Gen 4 Human Gear, because I want to pick up the Hopping Kangaroo. And since the special had Hopping Kangaroo team up with a bunch of Human Gears from the rest of the series, that's literally, like, perfect to put, like, a Gen 4 Human Gear with, and just, like, have them both doing the same pose. Mirrored. Or just doing the same pose in general. Like, it's perfect material for that. Or even, hell, putting it with the Barotha Magia, since I want to pick that up, and being like, ah yeah, here's Barotha Magia in Hopping Kangaroo, just funsies. Just for a fun pose and stuff. Museum? We're wide open on location with not a whole lot of leads at the moment, so. And no revolver. Probably narrowed it down to Azure. Doesn't stop us. Yep. So that's a 50-50. Museum. Though Plum's potentially in Azure's hand, or it's our suspect. Good! Love having those guesses off the bat. Of course, I ended up being right on my prediction. Because, President Stratos tweeted, like, Saturday before the blog went out. Hey, what do you think's going to be revealed in the blog this week from our AI 10 look? And I pretty much said, it will be the surprise and not Arc 1, because they're going to save Arc 1. Or, did I say? I was wrong, wasn't I? Oh yeah, no, I was wrong, because I said it was going to be Arc 1, because they wouldn't leave it for last. They would leave the surprise for last. But as it turns out, I'm wrong. They did the surprise, because, surprise! You don't get another 0-1 figure. You get Geo figure with it. It probably also, like, if we had the same way of getting Soto in the States that we would do in Japan, I wonder what that is. Must be Hyde Park, then. Those times where everyone else does the exact same, does the 2/3 of a guess like you have. It just gives you a free answer. Hell yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, in Japan, like, just, like, the case assortments for these Soto figures are just on a shelf, cracked open, for you to just grab whatever you can on the store shelf and just go pay for. Like, if we had that kind of setup, I feel like I would care less about what ends up in what waves, because I could just literally, even though we have a pandemic going on, I could just go to the store and just be like, got you, got you, got you. Just, I could just get stuff out of the case I want. And not have to worry about shit. Like, if we had that set up, I would care less. But we don't. And I doubt we would get the stuff at retail at the distributors that Bluefin's hooked up with. I incredibly doubt that. And honestly, I wouldn't want that, because it would have to be in set form. I don't see them selling individual figures, because, like, that would, like, upcharge the cost on doing individual figures, like, too much. Because these figures are, like, $4 like $4 a box, I would say. So figures are like $8, more or less. Probably closer to 10. Probably a little bit closer to 10 in terms of their value. 10 to 12. And I could easily see, you know, if we were talking retail, that they would just go higher than that. Oh my god, it's the... poor Ultraman fans. Just keep having gimmick items attached to fucking clothes. The Brasso and Blue Ultraman medals are attached to fucking socks. Excuse me. I am really gassy tonight. Yeah, it's fine. Soto's... I have faith in Soto of doing stuff. I have more faith in Soto doing stuff than doing, like, cool stuff I would want than fucking Fig Arts at this point. I think we've seen no hide nor hair of, like, 0-1 stuff for a couple months now. I think the latest thing they're on is Bowser, more or less, who comes with a Raid Riser to slap on people instead of the Zetsubo Riser, which makes absolutely no sense. That is the wrong belt he should be slamming on blank figures. Oh my god. I don't get it. I'm so glad I'm done with Figure Arts. Even though, like, I'm getting into Ultraman and liking the new gen stuff I'm watching, but fuck me if there is not a good Ultraman figure line at the moment. Because you've got Figure Arts that's done a lot of good stuff from what I've seen. And it's kind of the Ultraman line at the moment, I feel like. Because it will actually get to just about every new gen thing I would probably end up wanting. You have the lower budget Ultra Action line, which is at the same scale because it's 6-inch. But it's more or less RKF specifications with no weapons. So the Orb Caliber they did has no fucking weapon, which is incredibly stupid in my opinion. Because that's the entire point of Orb Caliber, is that he has the sword now. That's what distinguishes it from the other forms Orb has. But no weapon, no sword at all, which is incredibly fucking stupid. And I think they are just now putting out, like, the Jeed's new form from Z, or from Zed, or from the Zed series, and oh look, he doesn't come with the Zed Riser, which he uses as a weapon in that form. Of course he doesn't. Why would these figures come with weapons? God damn it. So Ultra Action's out, which leaves more or less the Shoto Choto stuff from Ultraman. And New Gen stuff's barely touched in those lines. It's mainly, I think, Showa at the moment. Like, there's slim pickings of New Gen stuff, but it's nowhere close to being extensive, which... I don't know, if they're going in show order, it will just take them forever to get to New Gen stuff, which is gonna suck. But I wouldn't mind picking up that kind of stuff. If I keep liking all the New Gen stuff, especially since it's more or less doing all the continuity stuff I would like Ryder to do, but doesn't, like, fail at by overcomplicating it. Ultraman just goes, oh, hey, look, things are in other universes. That's fine. We just have an Ultraman. He just bounces around the other universes. And helps out. These Ultraman just show up when they need to help out, and that's it. We just move on. We don't overcomplicate this shit. Ooh, well, one of them's Gears of War. I'm looking at John's. He's put in his game clearing poll for subs. And he's doing a video trailer to use the choices this time, and actually like leaving off the names for the first couple hours. So people will watch the fucking trailer. Which is a smart move, and makes those trailers actually useful. Oh, I got Switch, NES, PS4, Xbox One, Dreamcast, GameCube, SNES, GBA, N64, 3DS. Ooh, lots of choices. One of them is Gears of War of some variety. I wonder if it's the newest Gears of War, because it looks like Old Man Phoenix. Low pipe, not correct. Oh, watch this real quick. So, picking up on Golf Story, which he was doing... Wednesday? Saturday? Wait, he was doing it this past week just as a random. I was curious about that game, because it was like a golfing RPG of some kind. Seems like a... Star Tropics? For the NES? Okay. Okay, sure. Sure, that's an oddball choice. I'll take that. I'm fine with that. Kinda dig the music on this. Ooh, Mortal Kombat 11. I guess doing the story mode. Wonder if he would do the Aftermath DLC with it as well. Of course he would put in RoboCop from there. That makes sense. Ah, yes, the new Gears of War. Gears 5? Yep, Gears 5. I like it says Gears of War 5, even though it's technically Gears 5 at the moment. Gotta censor them! Can't get demonetized on this unlisted video. Cannon Spike for Dreamcast, I don't know this. Shmup. 3D shmup, actually. 3D on-foot shmup, more or less. Interesting. Very interesting. Some interesting choices here so far. Wait, Cammy's in this game? What? What? Wait, Cammy from Street Fighter is this game? Is a playable character? What? Okay, this game has my interest now. It's Capcom, makes sense, but still. Ribbit King? I feel like I've seen this game before. That's 2 golf games on here! What the hell? That is 2 golf games! Also, that's a confirmation. Okay, double golf this week. For this month game clearing. Da-da-da, da-da-doo, doo-doo. Biker mice from Mars? Excuse me? Alright, this is a racing game. Interesting. Choices. Choices galore. The GBA Banjo-Kazooie game. Okay, Grunty's Revenge. Nice. That's super tempting just on the Banjo-Kazooie name alone. I love my boys. Or my boy and girl. Although I said boys, Kazooie's a girl. A boy and girl. Okay, some type of sci-fi RPG? Hybrid Heaven, RPG action, wrestling! Wait a minute. Wrestling? Wrestling, you say? Do you suplex an alien? Oh. Oh, yes! Fucking apply a backbreaker to an alien. Fuck, yes! Fuck, yes! Damn it, I have my pick now. I'm sorry, wrestling wins. Kirby Battle Royale for the 3DS. I think that's the last choice. That Kirby game. Just not that kind of Battle Royale. Kirby printer? Isn't this the multiplayer Kirby game? I want to say it's like the 4-player Kirby game on 3DS. That, the free-to-play one on Switch is based off of. I think. Ah, damn it. Oh. Those are all really good choices. Oh. I think I'm gonna pick the wrestling game. Well, no, I can't. The poll's not up yet. Oh, that wrestling game. I think I have to go with the wrestling game. Suplexing an alien sounds amazing, and I need to see this. Like, I only saw a backbreaker in there, but fucking, like, or it was technically more of a camel clutch. Is what it actually was. That's a 50-50. Well, while I've been distracted, have any... It's not different. Not really, no. Okay. No. It's my turn next anyway. I think I'm gonna vote that wrestling game. That wrestling game sounds amazing. RPG, like, RPG fighting wrestling game. Fuck, yes. That is stupid amounts by jam, especially when, like, well, I forgot about it. I follow them on Twitter. A studio was working on a wrestling, like a Paper Mario styled RPG that was wrestling based. I was just like, I need to see this. I want this. Sounds amazing. I need more wrestling RPGs in my life, more or less. I'm gonna chase this, and it's not gonna. It's just gonna be an Azure Sands. Because the odds of it being an Azure Sands at this point is like a 50-50. Yep, I figured. That was a chase. That was not a worthwhile chase. Well, that gives like Revolver and Doc a better odds at the moment of it being one of those being the weapon and location. What was the name of that again? Name of that game? I gotta undo this tab because I'm like, I need to see the name of that wrestling game again. What's its name? I might Google this. Hybrid Heaven for the N64. Oh, oh. Well, that's another thing. Play. Yeah. That confirms that. Also, give me 1 second. I'll be back. Yeah, okay. But I'm back. I think I am gonna pick this hybrid heaven game. It sounds amazing. It's 3, 4. Emperor's Sword and that. Gnosis Club. Ah, Plum's probably got it. The Revolver. Dark Alley. I mean, I have nothing that disproves that. But that's not it. Alright. The question is, what was wrong about that selection?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. I really hope this wrestling game wins for game clearing for John. I need to see this in action. I need to see him suplex an alien. Well, we knew it wasn't Razor, so that's wrong.
Also, I'm sure you saw the fun I had earlier today.
Oh, with Beat That Gap?
Yep. Yeah. Add a feature, I test it, it works, I build the app, it breaks. How?
Technology is dumb.
And it's still marginally fixed, but or marginally broke, but there's a way to fix it. So yeah.
Also,
The way to add it, you the window for it, you still have to refresh before it actually will do it. It's working. That is good enough for me right now.
Damn.
She lays.
Yep.
I have heard Golf Story is really good, actually.
John was playing it the other night. Yeah, that's the list
Like,
for this month.
stupidly good.
It looks really good.
It's just never really interested me, so I kind of not really touched it, but I've always, everything I've seen, it's really good, so that would be a fun one if he got that one.
Yeah. He already was playing a little bit of it, so. This week, even. You can skim through it, since the game takes a little bit. Well, the gameplay showcase takes a little bit per game. But honestly, it's good choices all around. Granted, John always makes really good, like, all-around choices for game clearing. Honestly, I feel like Star Tropics is probably, like, the lowest one on here for me. And honestly, like, Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
like that in Gear... honestly, Gears 5 as well, because I've seen the entirety of Gears 5, and I'm just like, it was fine. It's more or less trying to, like, pivot from 4 and go, wait, everyone likes the female protagonist? Oh, why don't we just put her in the main role and have it be about her now? Which is a good choice. And then Cannon Spike was, here's a shmup. Here's an on-foot shmup. Like, okay, that's up John's alley. I see why he picked this. And then just a surprise, like, hey, here's Cammy as a playable character. And I'm like, excuse me? What? Why is Cammy here from Streets?
Also, I'm waiting on you to set one up.
Okay. 39366. And the other golf game here, I feel like I've seen somewhere, but I don't remember where. I think it's another version of it. I feel like I've seen Ribbit King before. It's also weird about its golf rules, because, you know, instead of a ball, it's a frog, and it has its quirks because frog. So I think instead of putting the spin on...
Oh, yeah, I heard you saying about the Kirby one. I think you're right, actually.
Yeah.
I think this one actually came out alongside the free-to-play one when they initially released it on the 3DS. I might be wrong on that. But I feel like this one and that kind of came out at about the same time.
Okay.
Granted, it got a re-release on the Switch, but yeah.
What?
I loved Wheel of Fortune bit at the end. I swear, Emil will never live that down. Ever.
I don't remember what he's supposed to be lived down or not.
The Calibre cuff.
Okay. Oh, I did my due diligence today because I got my absentee ballot in. So I did what I needed to do for that, and I put it back in the mailbox.
Ah. I've got opinions on politics, and people don't usually like them, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut right now.
Also, the fuck is this hand?
Well, I don't know, so I can't say it could be worse.
Okay.
Because it might not be. You might be kind of in the same weird position that I'm in.
Potentially. Well, on the less start a fire side, my mom found a new trail mix for me to try.
Ah.
Since I like a trail mix to have on my desk to just snack on, especially during a stream, as you probably have noticed because you've heard me crunch on stuff. Yeah, it's called a pub mix. It's like pretzel sticks, some like Cheeto sticks, more or less.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that actually, or seen some of them anyhow.
And some other stuff in it. I've liked everything I've tried in here so far. I think I've tried everything. I say that as I try to get this one thing and I don't think I've tried yet.
What was it? Scarlet with the gun? Are we memeing?
Not at the moment.
Okay, that went really far.
Okay, game. Sure. Okay. All right then. It's gonna be one of those again. Good to know.
Yep.
The only problem with this is actually the container it's in, because it's fucking enormous. It's, like, it's not that big round-wise, but it's tall as fuck. Because I can't have it in front of me, or else I can't see my monitors a little bit. Because it's tall enough to just be like, hey, you can't see, like, the corner of your monitor now. So I have to have, like, a half off to the side.
Well, at least we're getting this out of the way now. There.
I forgot to mention for the Sotoblog update, they're not doing potentially complete sets anymore. So like one-to-one body armor setups. So you get all the figures. It'd be probably more case assortments.
Also, it'd help if I hit end, huh?
Yep.
I got off looking at something else that I saw a notification for, and I forgot all about that.
But it'd probably be more case assortments that'll give you extras, which could be good or bad, depending on what the extras are. So, I know a couple of people are like, well, you could just sell those, and I'm like, okay, one, you have to find someone to sell this to, and two, you have to go through the whole rigmarole of selling it to start with. Or, like, shipping it and stuff. And, you know, that could be a process right now, considering the state of the post office at the moment. Potentially.
True.
And also, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Still. So, not sure anyone's in the selling mood. Or in the buying mood for a lot of things.
I see the game's back to no information for us. Good to know.
Yep.
Now I get pulled somewhere. Thanks, game.
Oh, also, did you notice the theme we got for this week's series episodes?
About the mind control, that I feel like 2 of the episodes were kind of in the wrong position.
Which two?
42 and 43. Feel like they should have went inverse. Because basically it makes it look so that come 43, everyone's an idiot and doesn't understand how mind control is working. Even though we clearly established that the episode before.
Fair enough. Damn it.
I was sitting there watching, and when I saw that, I was like, oh, man.
Also,
I feel like that might be the problem. We're just having the game, or not, we're just having the show out of order every time.
well, this has to take place after the Hongo episodes at least, because, you know, Hongo's assistants have stuck around for some reason. Also, we lost another girl.
I
The one-
see this.
Yeah, the fencer one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done. No, she's got no more episodes. It's just a revolving door with a lot of them, which is probably why I don't remember whose name is who.
Some decisions away.
And I feel bad because it's the entire female cast of this series. It just
Yes.
ends up in this revolving door situation. Well, I guess I was 2/3 right.
I said bad decisions away. Also, Discord might have broke for me.
Probably. Welcome back.
Oh, I really hope it didn't do it a second time right there. Say something?
Something.
Okay, good, it didn't.
I was about to say, let me put a question mark on this one, but like, no. I wonder what it could be. Could it be Scarlet or could it be Blacksmiths? I wonder.
I was thinking, okay, surely someone else has one of them too. Nope. Piss. Now everyone is going to try to go there to see if I've got the card. Because
Yeah.
I already know you know.
Yep.
At least I've screwed the AI up for a little bit. They weren't expecting that. I can't believe that actually happened.
Well, I screwed up and missed a question mark somewhere because I got corrected on some information. Oops.
Oh, I've got
well.
another piece of information that I just now saw. You've got to be kidding me right now. You've literally got to be kidding me.
Plum! Why?
Not only did I screw that up horribly, but I also just handed it to the AI. Welp.
Welp, indeed.
That's what I get for following your ideas.
Yep.
Because that was what that was. Let me know when you got it up.
Oh, whoops! I went to the wrong one. That was out of habit. Not bad.
Well, that was good.
87673.
Wow. That's about my luck right there.
What?
Managed to screw myself and hand it to the AI.
Also, I thought they were updating 010's listings with the last figure, but apparently not. Because I'm checking the calendar at the moment, because I was going to set up a refresh on it, but they're all here except whatever's supposed to be in the last box. Last two boxes. There's still question marks. I thought that was supposed to be revealed today and they would go over it next week.
Well then.
I mean, the rest of the calendar is updated with stuff because there's some Saber stuff here. Saber gummies! Some anime gear. Shoto Pokemon 3. There's Chronicle set for Kuga. Chocolates for Saber. What else? Oh, the Cry Chaser and Forum come out in December. Detail how that combines and stuff. I'll meme. I will meme! Damn it!
I was gonna say don't meme.
No!
Not the meme. The meme is dead.
Seeing no listings for Amazon Japan.
What is with my rolls today? At least that time I got somewhere, but what the heck? Oh boy.
Well, that helps me out a little bit.
Well, I mean, it gave you the same information it did me, but
Yep.
that's why I was like, oh boy. This is easy AI, right?
Yes.
I can beat easy AI. Why is this been such a difficult thing? Did you stab someone?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm willing to bet location's just a super up in the air, so there's no sense in even trying to peg that one.
Yeah, also no Saber Soto listings. I thought they were going up tonight at some point. I'm wrong. I checked Amazon, like, Amazon Japan, because they would actually go up there first. And then they would go out to all the other websites you would normally order from. Nothing for Saber. Only the, Jack and the Beanstalk. Or, not even the Jack and the Beanstalk, the, I think, like, Candy Toy Wonder Ride books. That's the only thing up there at the moment, for now. Maybe later. I'll, like, check before I go to bed, just to make sure. I try to be up on pre-orders for people, since the Sotobot Discord has a dedicated chat channel, just to be like, hey, have you found pre-orders for stuff? Go drop them here. So everyone can pre-order when they want to. Granted, it's not like pre-orders for Soto, like, evaporate in seconds like fucking Figure Arts does. And by seconds, I mean literal seconds. They just evaporate. Which is, honestly, ridiculous. And part of the reason why I stopped caring.
Can't blame you there.
Damn it! Fuck.
What is with my rolls today? God. Hey. I'm confused.
What?
At this card, I'm just confused.
Eh.
And Mustard got nowhere. Glad to
That's
know I'm not the only one getting screwed. Everyone seems to think I did it. I know I've got a punchable face, but geez.
I mean, you could have.
Also, are you just being quiet, or did Discord break again?
Discord probably broke. Yeah, but Discord broke then. Yep.
Broke again, got it. Um,
So about that guess.
That was it.
Yep.
So
Bear in mind, I only had the assumption that white was it.
And I can't figure out your other cards based off of what I know.
It kicked me out, so I don't remember.
It kicked me out too.
Ah.
I guess try again since we're getting like the world's fastest clue games here recently.
Apparently. 89711.
Well, that means you get to change skins.
Yep.
Because it was you.
Oh, I'm right there with the whites. Try to work backwards from like the latest of that character to the earliest.
Ah. And
It's
now
like-
you're on Cruella White.
Yep. I think like set 3 white.
Well, that's a hand. That's a hand. Huh. Do you get to change skins again? I love how that's the initial guess.
Oh, I was listening to somebody YouTube talk on about the most recent war table for Avengers. He brought up how the presentation is not doing the game any favors. Just its
I can see that.
just its art style and stuff. It's just like this is so just doesn't let these characters more or less pop, like Ultimate Alliance 3 does, and it's just like yeah, that's kind of not helping this game.
It's almost like they wanted to do the MCU but in game form.
Yep.
I mean, that's the only way really to explain that. And I mean, that kind of a style works in the sense of the MCU because, I mean, you're taking real life people.
Mm-hmm.
When you're dealing with video games, sometimes the real life approach isn't the answer. And I think that's the problem.
And it also helps that I think, like, MCU has better costume design in terms of translating costumes to the screen than the Avengers game does in translating its costumes. Because I still think the Captain America one's probably still not good.
True.
Cap should not look like he's just in standard gear that he put stripes and stars and stuff on. Like, he's looked better in the MCU than this. Honestly, I think, like, Thor and Kamala have looked the best out of them. Because Iron Man just looks like Iron Man. There's nothing spectacular going on there. Because they've done, like, 60 different Iron Man armors at this point. It's hard to do something that would look special with Iron Man without going radical on it. And even then,
Yeah.
we've gotten radical Iron Man designs with the Legion. So...
I swear, you and your guesses.
I just picked this shit randomly. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing half the time. Especially in this situation where I'm just like, oh yeah, I have no information. This, and this. Let's just fucking go. Granted, all this makes me want to enter a Clue tournament whenever John does another Clue tournament. I want to see just how far I get, even if I don't win. I want to see how far I can get. I think with my methodology, I can get far enough and be competitive with people. It's been forever since I've watched that Clue tournament, but... it probably lasts as much as... or as many rounds as I normally do, or normally see when I do games against other people online. I feel like I could compete. It'd be the one thing I could compete in a tournament that John does. All the others, not so much. Granted, also, sometimes my stupid guesses will just work.
Yeah.
Swear to God, if I could win a tournament in one turn just by blind guessing, just being like, hell yes! Suck it! Luck wins!
Which that would be hilarious.
Oh, and I wouldn't mind if they accused me of cheating. I'm like, nope. Nope, because I would stream it too, and I would clearly show that I'm not cheating. The entire time. As further proof.
I know you're server manipulating. If that's even a thing.
I don't even know how you would cheat in this game to start with.
I don't either.
Like, would you crack into the game and make it to where you could see the cards that get put into the deck?
Ooh. It's making me wonder if you actually could do something like that.
I'll be honest, I would want to crack into the game, but only to get the character sprites. That's it. That's all I would want. Because I would want to do some Photoshop background with it.
I can see that.
Because there's no way in hell I'm getting a clean sprite off this, and I am sure it is some type of sprite work. Or not like sprite work, but like implementation in terms of sprites, because it's probably a static background with the different images of them. And I can almost guarantee the different images have them not holding the weapon in order to make them modular, even with future content.
You're right.
And they have a specific stance for each weapon slot, more or less. Or even a shared one, depending on, like, what the weapon is. So, I would love to crack into the game and get the sprites. Not happening. Of course, my problem would be, do I meme and do Scarlet with Gun for 5 turns? Just to confuse everyone. I'm just like, why do you keep guessing Scarlet with Gun? Because memes. I'm going to meme on you and still win somehow.
Alright, fine. I'll go with what I was going to do last turn. Okay. My problem is I have a giant gaping hole in just one area, and it's like, oh, God. It's not going to make it back around to me, is it?
That depends.
I'm just like,
By the way, I still have none of your cards.
I have none of yours. I've got a good idea of one, but I have none of yours. Sure game. Sure game. Something like that. And the one guest just turned that into me having 2 of your cards.
Ooh.
So... Yeah, oddly enough, Adler is the one I don't have any cards for. Yeah, that pretty much figured that guaranteed that. Well, that is... Any of that could be. Oof.
Well, I finally have a card of yours now.
I mean, if it's the one I think it is, then I would assume. But it might not be the one that I think it is, so. I didn't think I was going to get that lucky, actually. Okay. So that... Okay. I was like, there's no way I'm going to get lucky enough to actually have all three of yours marked. No. No, I was right. I'm not that lucky. Boy, that's looking so close to being right, though. I feel like I'm leaning to that. Okay. Okay, so it was that.
Shit.
Which means it had to be that. Which tells me that.
Fuck!
Have you made a mistake?
We're about to find out.
I don't think I'm close enough to get it. I can probably tell you if it's not something more so than anything else.
YOLO! Ah!
I was gonna say that location's the one that I'm trying to figure out too, so I don't know.
Damn it! The 50-50 came up wrong!
Oh, you had it down to a 50-50?
On location, yes.
I had a three-way split. Oh. Huh. I knew I wasn't going to get the roll that I wanted, so I'll have to go with plan B. Dang.
By the way, my cards are white, weapon 2, location 2.
Yeah, I figured the weapon and location.
Yep. I have my own character card.
And honestly, that didn't really help me.
I know you have your own character card in bedroom.
I didn't realize you knew I had my own card. I also had Scarlet.
Oh, yeah, that's damn.
Which, now that I've done told you that, I might as well.
Oh, that's location 7, actually.
So that's what I thought it was. Okay. So if I had YOLO'd it on my turn, I would have wound up getting it. Because in all seriousness, I had this guess highlighted after you picked wrench.
That's it. I had the 50-50 Veranda Arcade, but I didn't have any concrete information on either one, so I yellowed and went Veranda. Which I shouldn't have, because there was a guess on Veranda, but I knew Scarlet didn't have it, probably, because Scarlet has weapon... What is that, 4?
It kicked me out, so I don't know.
Damn. I'm pretty sure
I can look at yours, though.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Scarlet has weapon 4. I also have no idea who has peach and mustard out of the 2 people it could be now.
I didn't either. I actually don't think I had weapon 1 figured out, now that I'm looking at it.
Oh yeah, Scarlet showed that to me.
I think that was the last thing I was fixing to figure out. I think I would have had everything but the last 2 people. I would have been in the same spot as you.
Mm-hmm. Also, yep, Scarlet had to have pistols, so she couldn't have had Miranda, which meant Irene had Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
And also, oh, Irene had the last 2 suspects. Of course she did.
Oh. So 2 of us got stuck with 2 suspects? That's weird.
Yep.
That's what kept throwing me off, but I kept getting too much information on the weapons. I didn't have any of them. And then just all of a sudden, I kept getting it, and I'm like, wait, this is not right. That's a big gaping hole there, yet it's all just filling in like clockwork.
Yeah. I think my last guess gave me Parasol, but it didn't give me a proper location. And I was just down to 2 of them, and I was just like, fuck. I should have went with the one that didn't have a question mark on it to start with. Because there was no guesses on Arcade.
Yeah, but where else? Okay. Veranda, you said you were thinking Scarlet.
Yeah, because
Scarlet, you also had the same number on one of the weapons, so I can understand that.
Yeah.
If it had been the weapon, then she wouldn't have had that, so it would have been fine.
Yeah. Arcade had nothing, and I should have guessed it, because I'm like, well, no one has guessed this at all. And it's not landed on her at all, so...
I wouldn't have got it that turn if you hadn't YOLO'd. Because I literally had that and the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where I went was actually one of the spots I would have tried to go.
I YOLO'd because I'm just like, well, I'm not winning. I'm not winning if I pass this, so I gotta play.
I was super hoping to get down there to Hall.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize I was at the opposite end of the map. Because I don't know why, but I kind of figured if I got Hall, then that would probably be it. Because I play that, I'm going to wild guess on my card and then see if I'm anywhere close.
Oh, also, someone's done Geo Saber armor. I want to say someone's done Geo 01 armor, but I can't think of it offhand.
I feel like I actually kind of like that.
Yeah. You want to call it there and get ready for TGSR?
Give me a second, and then I guess we can.
I have to use the bathroom anyway, so...
One second, let me get at least where I can turn background music, because I have to walk away for a second, too.
Alright, but I'll be back.
I am back.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, by the way, something on the playlist stuff you use got the VOD muted for like a small portion of the start of it for some reason.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what, because I don't think that information gets specified anywhere.
It don't by Twitch, but you should be able to look at the muted portion and see what was played during that time.
Yeah. Well, after that... I forgot I just did like 2 rows of ellipses for assistant staying. I'm just like, wait, why are you staying? Why? Why are you still here? Why are you not helping Hongo? You were helping Hongo very well. Why aren't you still helping him? I'm very confused by your choices. Granted, I get confused a lot about the choices of this series a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. I am good if you are.
Alright. I'm gonna take the stream down. We'll be right back with TGSR for the week, folks. Stay tuned.